I am 74 years old now. Saying it out loud still feels unfamiliar. Not because I don't feel time in my body, I do, but because inside, I am still the same woman who used to wake up before sunrise when the house was quiet to start the day for everyone else. Those early mornings were mine. The kettle boiling, the smell of coffee, the soft light coming through the window. That was when I organized life in my head, what needed to be done, who needed me, what couldn't be forgotten. For most of my life, I took care of everything: the house, the meals, the clothes, the schedules, the worries no one else noticed. I remembered school meetings, doctor appointments, birthdays, deadlines. I cleaned while thinking about groceries. I cooked while listening for the sound of the door opening. At night, I folded laundry with the television on, not because I was watching, but because silence felt too empty. My children grew up in that house. I watched them learn how to walk, fall, cry, laugh, and grow stronger. I stayed up late helping with schoolwork, sewing costumes, preparing meals when money was tight. I never felt like I was sacrificing anything. I truly believed this was what a meaningful life looked like: being useful, being needed. I didn't spend much time thinking about myself. Honestly, I didn't want to. My purpose came from making sure everyone else was okay. When someone was worried, I carried that worry too. When someone succeeded, I celebrated quietly from the background. I didn't need recognition. I needed harmony. Time passed faster than I realized. One day, they no longer needed help tying their shoes. Then, they didn't need rides anymore. Soon, they weren't home as often. I stayed. I kept everything running, even when the house started to feel too large for one person. The silence didn't arrive all at once. It came gently. Empty rooms during the day, fewer chairs around the table, less noise. I still cooked full meals out of habit, even when there was no one to eat them with. I still cleaned, still prepared, still waited. My body eventually asked for attention. Small pains, deeper fatigue, moments of forgetfulness. I brushed them off. I always had. I believed I could handle things the way I always had. And then, one day, I fell, alone, in the kitchen. I stayed on the floor longer than I like to remember. After that, conversations changed. Quiet conversations, gentle voices. Not unkind, just practical. It's not safe anymore. Just for a while. It's temporary. I believed them. I always believed when people said something was for the best. I packed a small bag, only the essentials. The rest would stay at home. We'll figure it out later, they said. I looked around one last time, the kitchen, the bedroom, the photographs on the wall, without knowing it would be the last time I'd see them that way. When I arrived here, everything felt unfamiliar. The smell, the sound, the rhythm. The room was simple: a bed, a chair, a window. They said I would adjust, that I wouldn't feel alone. That first night, lying in a bed that wasn't mine, I realized something quietly devastating. For the first time in my life, no one needed me. And at the same time, I needed everyone. At first, I counted days. I believed this was temporary, that once I recovered, life would resume where it left off. I kept my habits. I woke up early. I made my bed carefully. I chose nicer clothes on days when I thought someone might come. Days passed. Visits became less frequent. Promises remained kind and well-intentioned. Soon, when things slow down, I'll come when I can. I understood. Life is busy. Work, children, responsibilities. They don't stop just because someone grows old. I never blamed anyone. I still don't. Time works differently here. It doesn't rush, it stretches. The clock on the wall sounds louder than it should. Footsteps in the hallway catch my attention immediately. Sometimes I lift my head expecting a face. Most times, it's no one. I see others here. Some wait less. Some have stopped waiting altogether. Some no longer remember who they are waiting for. I still remember every name, every face. The nurses are kind. They do their best. They are always in a hurry. But when one of them sits for just a few minutes and asks how I am, it changes the entire day. 5 minutes can feel like a gift. I think a lot now. Not about big achievements, but about small moments, ordinary days, quiet evenings, times I was tired but still showed up. I wonder how something that once felt so full could become so quiet. I don't feel angry. I feel reflective. Life moved forward, just not in the way I imagined. This place isn't a punishment. It's simply where many of us arrive eventually, not because someone failed us, but because time keeps going. There is a truth you only understand when life slows down. Waiting becomes part of you. Waiting for footsteps, waiting for voices, waiting for the day to pass. If you are listening now, you may still have someone you can visit, someone you can call, someone who would recognize your footsteps instantly. Don't wait too long, not out of guilt, but out of presence. Today, no one came to visit me. Tomorrow may be the same, and that's okay. But if this story reaches you and reminds you of someone still waiting, then this moment has meaning. One day, all of us will wait. The only question is, who will still be there when we do?